Watch out for these snakes, keep the grass cut low. Pack touchdown, just caught me some bones. That sucker shit you doing will get your ass exposed. Had to step back from these niggas, got to acting like some hoes. Watch out for these snakes, keep the grass cut low. Pack touchdown, just caught me some bones. That sucker shit you doing will get your ass exposed. Had to step back from these niggas, got to acting like some hoes.
What's up, man? It's your boy Combo, man. Back at it again, man. This is Sick of Sucker Shit podcast on Ambitious Grind TV, man, where we're gonna bring to you some cultural conversations, some information, some interviews time to time, man. And of course, we're gonna be talking about all this sucker shit that be going on out here in these streets, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know and I know it's a whole lot of that shit that be going on out here, man. I'm the one that's gonna bring it to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas, I like they scared to make a nigga feel accountable for some sucker ass shit that they been doing in their life, man. They doing right now, have been doing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I take accountability for all the bullshit I done done. You know what I'm talking about? I may not apologize to everybody I did it to, because I ain't seen them. And sometimes apology is not needed. You know what I'm talking about? Just acknowledgement of it. So you might not have to apologize to it about it, should I say. But tonight, man, we already did the document, man. You know what I'm talking about? A couple folks I done seen here and there in the streets or whatever, like, man, why you ain't did nothing about Diddy, man? You know, he just dropped this and that, dropped that and that on Netflix. So I knew about it, but I hadn't seen it. So I was like, I ain't want to speak about it until I saw it. So I took a little night, rolled me up some goddamn me, and sat back and watched it. You know what I'm saying? And the document itself, you know what I'm saying, as far as the production and all that, it was cool. You know what I'm talking about? I know everybody done seen it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say everybody. I know folks that seen that junk. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool to me. The people that they had in it, that were close to Diddy. So, you know, the validation of that. But, you know, sometimes people that's close to you can't come up with some bullshit too about you. You know what I'm talking about? Just because they felt like you did them a certain way, or you might have did them a certain way, and they trying to get their get back. You know what I'm saying? You know, but to me, it revealed a lot of unknown information that me personally I didn't know that went on. I mean, I grew up in them times, but we ain't had no internet and shit like we do now, to where you just see shit, you know what I'm saying, and go Google shit. Nigga, I came up right in them times when all that shit was going on. You know what I'm saying? You heard about the shit that happened with Shine and the people at the school thing when he threw the party and you know, folks got crushed, stepped on, trampled, whatever they called it. You know what I'm saying? You heard about that shit, but you didn't know the intricate details of this shit. Well, I didn't. I'm down south. That shit way up north, and it wasn't no internet. And they, you know what I'm saying? They gonna put what they want to in them papers in these publications and shit, like magazines and shit like that they had, that we had to get the information from back in the day. Like I keep on saying, we ain't had no internet, we ain't had no Google, none of that shit. So we had to basically take shit as face value back then. You know what I'm saying? Once you heard about it, you be like, oh man, you heard about such. Like, yeah, I heard about it, man. I seen it in the source. I seen it on the news if it made the news and shit like that. But you couldn't take no deep dive, especially if you wasn't from that area where that shit was happening at. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the production of the doc, you know what I'm talking about, it was smooth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a documentary type of nigga anyway. I sit back and watch any type of documentary if it's informative. You know what I'm saying? You get some information from the shit. I sit back and watch anything. I don't watch shit about the Nazi shit. And speaking of that shit, we just had some shit going on down here in Little Rock. Motherfucker walking around on the Little Rock side. I'm talking about clicked up. It looked like it was about 20 of them motherfuckers out there walking, mask on, walking all through the city. That kind of threw the city off, you know what I'm saying? Like, why ain't nobody did nothing and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this shit, we had some folks walking around the city, all at the state capitol, man, doing they do. I didn't see them fucking with nobody, but a lot of folks were like, hell nah, man, this, that, and the other, man. Motherfuckers supposed to handle that. You think about it. If y'all would have ran up on them folks, not saying I'm not saying it's like no pussy ass nigga type shit. I'm just saying you don't think them folks was out there with them pow pows and them bang bangs? You think they were just out there free handed, walking around out there? Nah, I doubt that. That's just like on some gang bang shit. If you was in somebody else's hood and you another color from what hood you in, you gonna go over there naked? Hell no. And they know you ain't over there naked. So motherfuckers should have knew them. They went out there naked. And then when they doing it like a little protest like that, you don't think the police are aware of that shit? Not a lot of times you gotta let the city know that you finna even do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially that type of shit. So they can be aware of it. Know wherever y'all at, just in case some shit pop off. And Little Rock is the type of city that shit will pop off on your ass about some shit like that. Like to be honest, I was a little bit surprised and nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? But hey, might would have saved your ass some trouble, a charge, a bullet, you know what I'm talking about? I know that was some fucked up shit, but that was over there, not over here. You know what I'm talking about? So that is what it is. Man, back to what I really come here to talk about. I just had to say something about that, man, because you know what I'm saying? That shit kind of went viral in the city. Well, I ain't gonna say kind of, it did go viral in the city, man. You know what I'm talking about? It did do that. But back to the Diddy doc, man. It did reveal some shit that I did not know, man, at all. You know what I'm talking about? And what was so crazy about it to me, about now I got a few things I'm gonna talk about on the documentary, but this what stood out to me the most, man, about like the envy, the hate that nigga had for Pac and Suge. Like it was so much, it was like the nigga was jealous of shit. That's how I took it. You know what I'm talking about? I took it like the nigga was jealous because in the documentary, I heard him say when Big was sitting down on the stage in the crown chair, he was like, "Yeah, we bringing it back to the East." That statement right there let me know because the West Coast and East Coast shit it wasn't to the height that it got, but it was bubbling. And that nigga talking shit like that just crank it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He putting the batteries in the back of his folks on the East Coast. Yeah, man, we finna bring this shit back to the East, man. Them West Coast niggas, man, they done had it long enough, man. They done got their motherfucking shine, nigga. We supposed to be running this shit, man. We finna bring it back to the East. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I kind of took that. How he said that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he envied, he was jealous of their movement, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, because he always holler about we the black folks, you know what I'm saying? You ain't too much care about them because you was hating on them on the cool, man. You know what I'm saying? They were having too much success, man. And I do truly believe that led to him having to do with some type of parts of what Pac went through. You know what I'm saying? That whole beef. You know what I'm saying? That all that situation, man. That's what truly had me believe in that shit, man. You look at the Quad Studio situation, you know what I'm saying? He was there. Motherfuckers knew all of them. I ain't even gonna go so far to say as Biggie. Biggie probably didn't know. Diddy the type of motherfucker be behind the curtains like the odds, putting shit together. You don't even know what the fuck going on. He behind the goddamn scenes, setting shit up where it's possible for him to get out. You see damn near all that shit throughout that documentary, all the shit that you know that he went through, except for this last shit. He got out of all that shit, man. Now he might have to pay some motherfuckers, pay some money, or you know what I'm saying? Hush your goddamn mouth money, you know what I'm saying? But all of that shit, he got up under that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he got from up under that shit, man. All the way. He threw goddamn Shine under the bus about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep going back through, man. The documentary, man, it was cool, man. I know motherfuckers just seen it and you seen it for yourself. It just like I said, it was some shit that I noticed that kind of sparked my interest. You know what I'm saying? Something like I think like the I ain't gonna say the common motherfucker, but the regular, well, common regular, but the average motherfucker wouldn't even too much pay no attention to, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that they put that shit together, it showed like, yeah, man, this nigga did not like dude them, man. He didn't like them at all. Whether it was for them having too much success, about some female, a female and stuff like that. You see about the female shit that went on. It like whoever he was around that kind of had some type of form of power, you know what I'm saying, a success, it was shining. He went after they chicks. Like he did what's the singer dude, Al B. Shore? He went and snatched that girl from him. He probably didn't like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the most popping motherfucker on that Uptown Records label at first. I remember that shit. I do. I remember that song. Nigga, we in the house parties in the project bumping that shit. Trying to grind our little wee no shit. You know what I'm talking about? 10, 11 years on. Out too late. Mama sleep, you done snuck out the house. Banging that Al B. Show at the house party in the apartment, in the project. You know what I'm talking about? I remember that junk. But like I said, man, Puff, it was, let me say this. Another thing, like, how or why was he going after all these dudes, girls? Like I just said, everybody that he was around, like I just said, the Al B. Sure girl, all of them, that was Kim, and then the Misa girl. He came across them and they were fucking with somebody else, and he basically was like, "I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna have that." You heard him what he said in the video. Anything he want, he gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked at whoever they were dealing with like suckers, I guess. He was like, yeah, he didn't like them. He envied them. Eric B with the Misa girl. See what happened with that? The story that he told. Like that's why I was saying shit that happened. I ain't even know that backstory of it. I was surprised to see him on the documentary, to be honest. And he had that story to tell. You know what I'm saying about Misa. And then, of course, Cassie. He snatched Cassie from up under the Ryan Leslie dude. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and look at that, and then why I'm saying that is because what type of y'all grew up place? What type of nigga that you knew that always ran after a nigga girl like that? A nigga that wasn't too keen on his own goddamn me game, the talking, you know what I'm saying? He won't from the jump. Cause it said somewhere he wanted one of them dudes to go to the bank and get $50,000 out so he can give one of them girls a bracelet or some shit, whatever the fuck it was. Nigga, you just can't step to it and talk to it, you know what I'm saying, like a real man. But that's what I believe. That's why he did that. He had envy and jealous. He was jealous of them dudes. So he was like, nigga, I'm finna take your girl, nigga. I'm gonna take your bitch. And he felt like that gave him power if he took a nigga broad from him, you know what I'm saying? And he couldn't do it by spitting no game. So he had to go to the bank or get something out the bank. Shower, you know what I'm saying? 7 times out of 10, man, you got 10 girls, 7 of them gonna go for that shit for sure. It's gonna be a few gonna be like, nah, man, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know my old nigga. Why you trying to holler at me like that? You know what I'm saying? It's some that will, but like I said, 7 females out of 10 female niggas step to them with some money, offering them some gifts and money and shit. She gone. And shit, that's what happened with them. He bought them basically from them niggas. And then he paraded them around in their face. Like, nigga, look, I done took your gal, nigga. But I did see, man, dude was a conniving ass dude, man. from how they portrayed it in the documentary, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude did a lot of shit. Like I say, like everybody say, a lot of folks say, man, I never want to see nobody in jail because I know how that shit is. But you do some fucked up shit, man. You know you gonna have to take your ass to jail. Especially if charges get, you know what I'm saying, brought up, nigga. And you know you did that shit, nigga. Hey, you know you finna get ready and go to jail, my nigga. It might not be right now. They gonna visually get your ass. Especially motherfucker making a scene about it. Bringing up charges and shit about it. Bringing up lawsuits and shit about it. Yeah, man. The Diddy documentary, man. Like I say, man, it put a lot of info that I didn't know myself out in the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? It did that for sure, man. It's just crazy, man. Like all that shit that he kept getting, you know what I'm saying, kept sliding by, sliding through all that shit. Them folks that got killed at that school, that college. The J Lo and Shine shit. You know what I'm saying? He kept sliding through some shit. Even the shit that happened with Big and Pac, his name was swirling around that shit. He came up out that motherfucker scot free. Not a damn stain on him. You know what I'm saying? Except he lost big, you know what I'm saying? But they got his ass on this shit here. But it still wasn't as bad as it could have been. 50 months. And they dropped the worst of the charges, you know what I'm saying? He really slid through this shit too. You know what I'm saying? He really did. He really slid through this shit. And then another thing, man, like I was saying about them females and stuff. 50 Cent. 50 Cent, man. Curtis Jackson, man. You hear his name swirling all around the documentary. He executive produced it, he financed all other time. Now, there's other people's involved in it, but you hear 50 Cent the most. I was talking to somebody, what was it, just yesterday, a day before yesterday, and they like, why 50 doing this shit? And I was like, that's a good question, man. Y'all do know that supposedly Diddy had 50 girl in the freak house. If you heard about that, you know what I'm saying? Diddy had 50 girl in the freak house, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that possibly the reason why he going so hard on Diddy? Or is that just in 50 nature? I'm led to believe that got something to do with it, though. But both of them, I mean, I know they both from New York, but that don't mean they gotta like each other. But that might be the reason why, though, if you think about it. If Diddy then took this main girl or whatever fashion he got her from up on, probably the same way he did with what was shown on the documentary. Got that main girl, got him to the freak house, did all that shit that he did with all the rest of them. The baby oiled him down, sat back and watched him get freaked on and all of those type of stuff. And then let her go and probably put a little trail out there so 50 Cent can find out what he did to her. And then 50 was mad in the motherfucker. Cause I think supposedly 50 was possibly thinking about marrying whoever that girl is. I don't even know her name, but y'all, if y'all know, y'all know. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe that's why 50 going so hard on it about trying to expose Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Bringing all this shit out about it. You remember when the shit was going on, he was posting all type of shit about this shit before he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? I remember he made a post about the folks standing outside the courtroom with the free Diddy shirts on and stuff. He made a post about that. Then that sparked all type of shit to where other folks started talking about it. So 50 got a lot of motherfuckers that be watching what he be posting and shit. So, you know, if a motherfucker posted on that, the shade, folks they gonna post it and all the other bloggers gonna post it. Before you know it, a good day go by. Shit, ain't no telling how many motherfuckers know that shit. But I do kind of believe that that's the reason why 50 you know what I'm saying, whatever part he playing in this documentary, helping that shit get out there like that. Because what's the win for him out of it? I know he gonna get some money, you know what I'm saying? But at the expense of dude, if you ain't fucked up about dude, you ain't finna be like, oh man, let's go make this motherfucker document about Diddy and all the shit he been doing. Nah, he got a motive behind this shit. Why he pushing the hell out? Why he pushed the hell out this document? Push for it to be made, nigga. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? I know shit is public information. You just can't be like, oh, I'm gonna find this shit now. You got to take your time and have your folks go get all this shit that they didn't picked up after they raided Diddy houses. All this information, all these videos, and you know you're gonna have to pay them folks to get on there and talk their shit, to talk about what Diddy did to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody got to finance that shit. You know what I'm saying? So man, I swear I do believe that's part of the reason why 50 was pushing this shit so hard, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks around my way be saying that's some suck ass shit. Like, leave that man alone. Why you helping them? You know what I'm saying? Get this man buried or whatever y'all thought was gonna bury him. You know what I'm talking about? That's crazy in itself if you think about that, man. Why would 50 Cent do that? Why would he go so hard on trying to get the documentary pushed out like that, man? It ain't pushed out. It's out for sure now. It's all the way out. But I found out a whole lot of shit that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I grew up in them times, but we down here in the South, when no motherfucking Googles and all that old type of shit, Yahoo and all that old shit to find out what was going on the back end of what we just read in the source or seen on the news for fucking 15, 20 seconds or whatever. This documentary put some shit out there, man. Yeah. And then you hear what Keefe D talking. Then you hear some of them folks that was on that documentary talking about that stuff about, you know what I'm saying, getting Pac knocked out. You think them folks telling the truth? I kind of do believe some of that shit because it's believable. You know what I'm saying? It's believable. They they fuck around and convince your ass about, you know what I'm saying, about some of the info that they putting out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Even that dude, the police, the Greg Caden dude, he was on that motherfucker talking about the Pac shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably never find out though. You know what I'm talking about? Never find out the real motherfucking truth, man. Never find out the truth about that shit, man. But that's crazy to me, man. I wasn't really too much fucked up about watching it at first, man. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody started talking to me about it, and I was like, you know, because I did grow up in them times, man. I kind of, like I said, I remember the highlights of what that would come down our way that we knew about. You know what I'm saying? But to find out about the shit behind the scenes of them certain things that we knew that happened, that's what I was watching for. You didn't know. We didn't know none of that shit. Not saying I'm no nosy motherfucker, none. You know what I'm saying? You just want to know what the fuck going on. And then plus, I do this type of shit, and I ain't did one in a while. And when this shit came through, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this, man. The Diddy documentary, man. The reckoning, man. The reckoning. Diddy got to get some reckoning, man. I don't want to laugh, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if you grew up in the streets in and out of jail, you never want to see no motherfucker go to jail, man. That shit right there. But like I said, sometimes motherfucker do some treacherous ass shit out here. It ain't about you want to see no motherfucker get locked up. The motherfucker that did that shit, whatever they did, they know. You don't got too much time. Then you did some shit that you gonna get locked up for. Maybe even deserve to get locked up for. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know when they did some fucked up shit, they be like, oh shit, man, I might fuck around and go to jail for this shit. Or maybe dude didn't think he got caught. Maybe he felt like he was that much fucking more powerful than a regular motherfucker the way he feel like, oh nigga, I can do whatever. He might have thought like that for real. The type of motherfucker that he is or that we see him to be, he probably did think he wasn't gonna never get locked up, man. He got so much money, nigga. I'm gonna buy this motherfucker. I'm gonna buy that motherfucker. And I got lawyers. I've been buying motherfucking lawyer goddamn me time since goddamn 89. They said he was doing shit way back in because they had one woman on that motherfucker way back from 91. Goddamn me, she was in the little video with him back in the day. Back in the early 90s. She even said that. A couple motherfuckers said that on that bitch. But the documentary was great to me. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was produced, you know what I'm saying, right now. I seen Gene Deal on the Auto Dialogue podcast. I seen one of the videos they posted on there. And Gene Deal would talk shit like he was like, shit, nigga, that was some shit that we already knew. And I was like, nah, you already knew because you was around him. A lot of motherfuckers didn't know all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, yeah, he had something to do with Pop, you know what I'm saying? Getting erased, you know what I'm saying? Gene been talking shit about dude for a long time. I ain't gonna just say talking shit, but he been spreading the information that he believes to be true. It might be true, you know what I'm saying? But he passing along the information that he know, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching Gene Deal videos for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Just like a whole lot of other folks, because we curious about all this East Coast, West Coast, Pac versus Biggie, Suge versus goddamn Puff Dap, Diddy, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bad Boy versus Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers just being curious about this shit, especially if you grew up in them times. Nigga, I damn near can remember when both of them, when they hit the airways, that Pac died and Biggie died. I can damn near remember the exact motherfucking place I was at when both of them shits happened. For real. That shit left a stain on the nigga brain like a motherfucker. Niggas music so good back then, it sounded so good and it hit right. You felt like you knew them niggas. You felt like that was a nigga that you grew up with. You know what I'm talking about? And if it come to find out that this nigga did, it had something to do with puffing that shit, you know what I'm saying? Getting that shit goddamn me popped off, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker need to skin his ass. All these motherfucking years, nigga. Skin that nigga while he alive, nigga. Could that shit end up fucking off motherfucker life. Yeah, that fucked up some shit, man. And then how they was saying that Big was supposed to be going to London. And Puff was like, nah, cancel that shit. Cause he wanted to throw a party on them niggas' territory. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit led to Big getting took. That's crazy. And if you look at it a certain type of way, you might think like, he didn't want that nigga to go to London because he might have even had something to do with Big. I'm just saying, I ain't saying he did. I'm just, you know, if you look at it a certain way, you be like, nah, you know what I'm talking about? And then how they said he had them like two motherfuckers, like all them flew to out there, and they had two motherfuckers supposed to drove all the way across the country, the Vegas, the night Puff got killed, and one of them was a Cadillac. There was a Cadillac and a Benz. And one of the Cadillac that they said that motherfuckers was shooting that pop out of. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, man. It just may be the way that I be thinking about shit, though, man. You know what I'm talking about? But the documentary is out, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get on her a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did this in a while, so I'm come back with this. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was on my mind when I was talking about that shit with a nigga the other day. They were like, man, nigga, you go on, goddamn me, do a podcast episode about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you. That's what I did, man. That's what the fuck I did. But the documentary is out on Netflix, man. I think that motherfucker still number one. It been number one for a little minute, I think. But it was number one when I sat down and watched it. I think it probably gonna stay number one for another few weeks, man. Because it is informative. If you was by any means curious about some of that shit that happened, man, go watch that shit for sure. Like, I ain't trying to pump it up or nothing like that. But if you like that type of shit, go watch that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? The Reckoning of Diddy, man. It's on Netflix, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's on Netflix, man. It is on Netflix. But hey, man, if you ever come through the North Little Rock area and you are hungry, man, you need to go fuck with J&J Soul Food and Barbecue, man. I'm talking about fresh off the motherfucking grill. I'm talking about whatever they might be serving that day. That bitch fresh off the motherfucking grill. Straight in the plate, straight to your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Scrumptious. You know what I'm talking about? J&J Soul Food, man. Hit this, you see that goddamn QR code right there. Scan that QR code. It's gonna take you to where you need to be to get in contact with them. Like I say, if you down here in the Little Rock area, 501-406-5167, man. They're gonna pick that junk up and you ask them what they got going on as far as food and stuff, man, and they gonna tell you what they got. I'm talking about boys selling big plates. It might be 5 pounds worth of food on $10, man. I say at least $10. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll run a special this week, and next week, you know what I'm talking about. And next week it might be $10. You know what I'm talking about? It might be a little bit off. You just gotta tap in with them, man. J&J Soul Food and Barbecue, man. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about the grill, they roll and smoke. When you see them in the streets, they roll and smoke. It's cooking while they coming around from spot to spot throughout the town. You know what I'm talking about? J&J Soul Food and Barbecue, man. Y'all tap in with them, man. You know what I'm talking about? Scan that QR code, man. It's going to take you to where you need to be to get in contact with. It's going to take you where you need to be to get in contact with. All right. Now, y'all want to fuck with me, fuck what I got going on. I'm finna start banging back out some more videos, man. I'm finna start dropping them back like I was. You know what I'm talking about? So, click up with me, man. We on every motherfucking platform that they is damn near. You know what I'm saying? The ones that motherfuckers really fuck with. I'm there. Instagram, YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? We on TikTok, man. You know what I'm talking about? We on Facebook, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ambitious Grind TV, Sick of Sucker Shit podcast, man. Just go to any of them platforms. Just type in our shit. You gonna see it pop up, man. Click on our shit and enjoy some content, man. You know what I'm talking about? and enjoy some of the content, man. That's what you can do, man. Help us out, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ambitious Grind TV, Sick of Sucker Shit podcast on all platforms, man. All you gotta do is just type it in when you get there, man. We're gonna pull up. We on X, man. You know what I'm talking about? We on Twitter, man. You know what I'm talking about? We are on YouTube too, man. You know what I'm talking about? We on Facebook too, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? We everywhere. And we finna start back dropping the audio versions of this as well. As you can tell, my voice sounds pretty good to just listen to, man. You know what I'm talking about? We got good mics and shit over here, man. You know what I'm talking about? We'll be on the audio platforms as well. We got some content on there right now, but I just ain't been uploading it, all the other stuff that I do. So I got some catching up to do. Like I always say, I be doing this shit by myself, man. I'm a one-man motherfucking wrecking crew, man. Record myself. I edit all this shit myself. You know what I'm saying? I might need some help here and there, but I'm the type of nigga, I don't know how to ask for help, man. So I'm one of them type of niggas. Because I know I can do it by myself, man. And ain't nobody gonna do it like you do it, like I do it. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, y'all plug in with us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your motherfucking boy Combo, man. This is Sick of Sucker Shit podcast on Ambitious Grind TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all plug in with us. And we're going to keep bringing you content. You know what I'm saying? I'm out this thing, man. I'm out of here, man. Yeah, I'm out of here. I know I already said, but I'm gone for real. Fuck with us, though, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Watch out for these snakes, keep your grass cut low. Pack touchdown, just caught me some bones. That sucker shit you doing will get your ass exposed. Had to step back from these niggas, got to acting like